Hey friends, happy Saturday to you. This is Dr. Heather coming to you live from Ask Dr. Heather, also known as the Keto Doc, and I'm going to show you what we picked up at the store today. We have not been for several weeks. We actually do buy farm fresh meat from 5 Mile Farms. Also, we do buy a bunch of frozen vegetables, organic vegetables that are stocked up. So I think last week it actually went with you as I made the menu up for the week. We also buy a lot of our, this time of year, buy fish that is frozen. So I am coming to you live from Kansas City. Let me know where you're joining from, and I thought I'd be 100% transparent and show you what we picked up. I do have a son home from college. He's actually working right now, but he gave us a list for some stuff for him to pick up, so I'm going to be 100% transparent and show you what we got for him. So we kind of meet him in the middle. If he wants to buy the carb junk, we let him grab that, but he said he's trying to eat healthy after being home for the holidays. So I'm going to show you some things we picked up. I'm not going to give you in the order like I did last week of what we're having on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but as you know, we try to rotate through the week. So we have beef on Monday, poultry on Tuesday, either a pink fish or white fish on Wednesday, either pork or another poultry on Thursday, and then either a white or pink fish on Friday, whatever we didn't have on Wednesday. So these are some things we picked up, just trying to keep it simple, and then I will show you the meals that we talked about and haven't talked about are available for everyone now in the USA. Super excited. So if you do need a referral code to order those. It is in the beta launching phase, so there are limited items out there. I know they've already sold out for this week, but it is a delivery option every single week to your home. So I know we just spent 2.5 hours going to the grocery store and it was a madhouse. So let me just show you some things that we picked up. So we did get some pre-cooked things and then some things that we do have to cook, but these are things that we kind of get. I did find some new food finds I'm going to share with you, and some of the things we're going to divide up and send home with our son. So we actually we're out of Buffalo.
Yes.
We're out of buffalo meat, so we actually got to pick up some hamburger, and we're also out of ground beef, so I did have to pick up some hamburgers. So when looking for beef at the store, you want to make sure that it is all natural, it's organic, no additives, hormone-free, nitrate-free, and you do want to buy about 90% or higher, 93% or higher in lean, and you definitely absorb more. So when you're buying something that is maybe not all are natural, it's not organic. So if you go get a hamburger patty from, say, a drive-through restaurant like McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, or you buy a hamburger that's already pre-made at the store, you're not going to get as many. It says maybe 30 grams of protein. You're probably really only digesting get maybe 8 to 10 grams of protein. Honestly, when you buy something that says processed in the USA, that says all natural, that's nitrate free, if it is farm to table and all organic, grown in your area, you're going to have a much higher percentage of actually absorbing all the nutrients there. So we've got a lot of beef here. Bought some hamburger. We did buy some Angus stew meat because I've got some onions and some tomatoes, so I'm going to actually make a beef stew this week with a tomato base. No potatoes, gonna put some celery in there. If I had bok choy, I'd put some bok choy in there, maybe some okra, because that is great for digestion, super low in carbs, onion, garlic, again, a tomato base. So that's what'd you say?
Mushrooms.
Oh, Dr. Rob wants mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom fan. Hey, who else is not a mushroom fan? So if you have a beef stew recipe, drop it down below, but I'm actually just so I'll take the beef, I'll tenderize it a little bit, just take a fork to it, and then I may put a little bit of a starch on there, a little bit of a roux on there with a little bit of tapioca starch, or you could actually do a little bit of butter and mayo just to get a little bit of a crunch on there, onions and garlic, and just saute those for a little bit, and then I'll actually let it sit most of the day and let that cook. So also picked up some pork chops. Isaac asked for pork chops. As you know, pork can get dry. A great recipe is either do egg yolks or put some mayo on top. You can bake it, you can fry it, put some pork rinds on top. It makes it actually nice and tender. That way you can wrap it in bacon and do a bacon wrapped pork loin. With that being said, this is a great pork loin. It's a crusted pork loin. You can do this yourself and get a pork loin, or you can get a turkey pork loin. Just wrap it with bacon, put a little balsamic vinegar on top. You can put a little cayenne pepper if you like it spicy on top, whatever kind of season you like, but you can wrap it in bacon because pork tends to be dry. It's the other white meat, right? So you actually want to put some bacon on top, but this is easy. Again, just put it in the oven, make sure you get just the right temperature. Our son did ask for some Jimmy Dean or some type of turkey breakfast sausage. He lives in the fraternity. So again, this is processed. It does have nitrates, processed meat, but he asked for some and mom bought it. So this was a new food find, real good foods. Is coming up with a lot of new items, trying to be in that keto, low carb food space. So this actually reads fairly clean. If you do dairy, so this has got 30 grams of fat, 6 carbs total, 1 is fiber, no sugar at all, and 34 grams of protein. And you can see this is a bacon wrap, creamy spinach, artichoke stuffed chicken. So it sounds fabulous. Dr. Ralph does do dairy and is fine with dairy. He doesn't do a ton of it, but he does do a little bit of dairy, and there's no gluten in this. It is soy free, it is gluten free, but I did look at Real Good. They have a cauliflower crust pizza. The pizza's 91 grams of carbohydrates. You're almost better off just eating a real one, because that is so many carbohydrates. That's going to cause inflammation. Yes, it says cauliflower crust. Don't be deceived by the name of that. And speaking of that, we looked at 3 different spaghetti sauces because our son said, send me some spaghetti sauce. So we bought a 3-pack. I know a lot of people who do in the keto space do Rayo's, but we compared 3 different spaghetti sauces. And the one that was 100% organic had 11 carbs. One had 13 carbs per half a cup. And this is actually Classics All Fresh Tomato Basil. It is 8 carbs. And I'm giving you total carbs. I'm not taking away the fibrous, but the one that was all organic had more, and it said no sugar added. So I couldn't figure out where they're getting the carbs from. Tomatoes itself does have carbs, does break down to sugar because it has fructose in it. But just read the label. Don't be deceived by the word keto. So just go ahead and read the label. Also, to mix it up, because we've got some pork chops, we have some chicken, we have some beef. Wanted to get a little more chicken in there. So these are chicken apple sausages. So not doing a diluted nitrate true bratwurst, but this has, when you read it, again, you're looking for all natural, no nitrates, no additives, no antibiotics. Again, this is something we can split. We'll send half back to college. He can freeze those. You can pre-cook them. He can cook them pretty quickly. Put a bunch of sauerkraut with this, and you're good to go. We couldn't find any chicken thighs because he really wanted chicken thighs, but he said this was a good idea. So again, super simple. I would say each one of these probably, pack is 48 ounces, so these are each 4 ounces of protein, so that's perfect. You need 1 per meal, and again, you can put some sauerkraut and green beans and you'll have a great meal right there. So again, there are no nitrates added, no sugar added, no artificial coloring, no artificial flavoring, so a great deal. They do say in the freezer. And then he asked for one of these Caesar salad kits because he likes to put a can of tuna on top. So as a college kid, or great idea, again, way better than driving through. So he'll put a can of tuna on these. He also makes a tuna melt, a tuna patty, so I can post those tuna patty. So instead of a hamburger patty, he does a tuna patty. You can make them up ahead of time. You can eat them hot or cold. So he'll take the Caesar salad bag and he'll just put tuna on top. We also do a salmon patty. So same thing with salmon. This canned salmon you can drain, put it on top, and we do use the bones because the bones are where the calcium is, where the cartilage is, where the collagen is. So try to always get the Atlantic salmon if possible if you're not buying the fresh pieces. Again, for a college student or someone who lives alone, this is a great option. Better than a pre-made hamburger, a Hot Pocket, a Pizza Bite, a great option here. So we also bought the Sadler's beef. It's one of these things that's a roast beef, so you can actually have a little bit of beef here as well. You can have it for breakfast if you want with a side of eggs. You could have this with some avocado. You could definitely have it with some barbecue sauce, have it with some coleslaw if you want to have a different time of day. And again, he does do a little bit of dairy. He asked for some Alfredo sauce because he'll put this again with tuna. It's very economical for a student. If you had some shrimp at home or some crab meat, you could mix it with that. You could mix it with the bratwurst. So again, super easy to do that. Also, not on a college budget. A kid asked for some cashews, but I think these are actually Dr. Ross Cashews. But again, just mixing up the nuts as well and keeping that nice and rotated. So I think we've got a can of Rotel tomatoes over there. But want to just share a little bit what we just kind of grab and go. And again, what you see, what mom and dad do versus what a college kid can do, what we can kind of grab and send back with him. So if you're somewhere in between, hopefully this gave you some good ideas. Hi, Lori. I know I owe you a phone call, and I am getting to that. I promise it will happen today. Debbie, good to see you here. I know you are crushing the Core 4 Challenge. Now I'm going to take the phone, and we're just going to take a peek at those ready-made meals. Not spending 2 hours going to Sam's, but it was nice actually to have a cup of coffee with my husband this morning and review the grocery list that we needed. So we're going to take a peek, and I am sending a bag of frozen green beans, a bag of frozen broccoli, and some cauliflower. So the great thing is that we're going to do half of the meals because we do have these meals now available. And again, you're not spending 2.5 hours, you're not cleaning pans, you're gonna just grab and go. So we do have these grab and go meals that we can take for lunch, we can have for dinner. I'm gonna send a few back to college with the kiddo and see what he thinks. But we have a beef stroganoff with green beans, and Isaac does like mushrooms. So I think this will be a big hit with him. My other son, Nick, likes boiled eggs and almonds, so this will be a bigger hit with him, I think. Again, the extra chicken, you can see we've already eaten the celery and nuts out of this one. This had celery, this had nuts, and this is a little bit of a hummus here with the chicken. What I like about the chicken is sometimes you buy pre-frozen chicken. I'm gonna call out Tyson on this one. You buy the chicken and it's got a funky flavor, texture. The fattiness is kind of odd to it. This chicken is actually, because it's nitrate free, there's no hormones, it's nice and juicy, it's not tender, it's not chewy. So you could do anything you wanted with it, but if you want to eat it like it is, you can. Isaac could take and throw this on top of the chicken salad or the Caesar salad that he had and just have the extra bits with it if you wanted to. So we tend to really like the pork with the braised cauliflower chili. Oh, it's this one. Love this one. And they all are gluten-free. They all are soy-free. All of them 100% gluten-free, 100% soy-free. This one is dairy-free. I like that it has the calories because people really need, I mean, all of them are under 500 calories. And I think females do not need over 500 calories at a meal. It's too much on your nervous system to digest over 500 calories. You definitely don't need to go over 30 grams of fat per meal, and none of them have over 30 grams of fat. Some of them come a little bit close. This one is, well, this is great. This is 19 grams of fat. This is 32 grams of protein, and then 22 carbs. So I do like the cauliflower rice on this one, where the beef stroganoff, let me turn this around. The beef stroganoff, we already tasted this one, that's why it's in a foil, because we tasted it. You can see that is 34 grams of fat, that is 17 grams of total carbohydrates, and that is 28 grams of protein. So again, this has got some mushrooms with it and some green beans. So we've tasted all of them. I think the one I didn't show you was actually the chicken and cream spinach, which is really good. I'll show you this last one, then we'll see if there's any questions I can help answer. So chicken and cream spinach, and again, gluten-free, soy-free, 350 calories. You can see, again, antibiotic-free. They do come fresh, not frozen. I had somebody ask that. And then this 300, almost 400 calories. Oh, 350, sorry. Fat grams, 18, as you can see there. Carbohydrates, 19. So this is really kind of more of a zone diet. And then protein is 30, or more of a low carb. But again, these are meant to be low carb, keto, Mediterranean. If you want to pour some more green vegetables on the side, you can grab a handful of celery or peppers or cucumbers or a side salad if you want a little bit more to have with it. But you've got the bulk of it here. No dishes to clean, no hours spent at the grocery store. So let me know if you have questions. I have a few seconds here, and then I need to put my groceries away. I need to let my son know what we're able to get off of his list, because he also wanted some chicken thighs, and we're unsuccessful finding any fresh chicken thighs at the store on a Saturday. I know better than to go to the store on a Saturday. Let me see, made 2 meals out of 1. That's right, Lori. I think you're right on that one. Same thing with the snacks. I think the snacks are quite big to be a snack. They're actually more like a meal to me. I think you're 100% right on that. So Lisa, nice to see you. How are you? Hope nice to have you here. Steve, nice to see you again. So nice to meet you actually in person. So I think everyone's just kind of hanging out and watching. So the red meals are only available in the States. Judy, let me check on Alaska. I need to check. I know I just need to check on that. So you're probably right, because they just announced that they're available to everybody in the States. I know they'll be available soon to Canada, very soon to Canadians. So I would think that would be Alaska. So I'll need to check on that for you, Judy. But let me know what you guys are having this week. Let me know if you have questions on meals, but again, read the label. Just because I made a little post, they had keto wheat flour at Target. I'm like, that's it's kind of a oxymoron, right? Keto and wheat flour don't go together. The ketogenic diet did not have grains in it. It did have some flours, but like sun wheat flour, like sunflower flour, like you take sunflower seeds and you make flour out of it. You can take flax meal and make a flour out of it to bake with, or almond meal and you can make a flour out of it to bake with, coconut and make a flour out of it. You should not have a wheat flour. I was like saying there's corn, and you're finding some of these foods, these processed foods, having corn syrup, corn starch. I mean, you're seeing high fructose corn syrup on things that are keto bars. No, the original ketogenic diet was healthy, high fats from plants, mostly, not a bunch of bacon and processed foods. Yes, you can have bacon, but again, in moderation. It's not a whole dish by itself. And then you want to have a lot of greens. That's where the carbohydrates come from. So I'll be posting a little bit more and trying to help educate people on what a clean ketogenic diet actually looks like, or a clean low carb diet, a clean Mediterranean diet looks like. Mediterranean, you're just going to add some more yams in there, some butternut squash, some more of those higher rooted vegetables. You're going to have again, and get more carbs in it that way. And then again, healthy meats, and you want to make a variety of meats. You're getting some fish in there, which are heart healthy on every single diet. So some more salmon, some more tuna, some more cod, halibut, trout, those heart healthy fishes. It's not going really crazy with the shellfish, but you definitely don't want to do on any lifestyle high carbs and high fat. That is a recipe for heart disease, which we know 80% of the population will pass away due to heart disease. So wanted to just pop in on here on this Saturday. Let me know if you're doing Core 4, which is our amazing 4-week program, which is just really a great way to launch you into 2022, which is helping you set up a really good habits, really good healthy lifestyle, so that every day you're actually at least 4 times a week. I actually would encourage you to actually try to go for 100% of the week, which is actually 7 days a week, fueling your body right, eating a healthy lifestyle, moving until you get a sweat. I know for some people that's 5 minutes, some people that's 15 minutes, some people that's 50 minutes. Get a good sweat on. That's so good for your brain. It's good for your heart. It's good for your lymphatic system. It's good for your immune system, which so many people are worried about. And then share your journey. Share it socially on social media. So many people are getting inspired by what you're doing. If you're sitting in your house and you're not sharing what you're doing, who do you know that might be inspired by your journey? Who do you know maybe sitting next door to in your house saying, gosh, I wish I had a workout partner. I wish I knew what my neighbor was doing, because maybe that might inspire me. We all need inspiration every single day just to get ourselves up and get motivated. So yes, go Chiefs. I saw you say that, Heather. Yes, go Chiefs, go Chiefs. So you guys have an amazing day. We're going to get this food put away. I am definitely going to get a beef stew started for tomorrow. Going to put this stuff away, get Isaac's stuff set aside. He's super excited because who doesn't love a package of food from mom and dad, right? So you guys have a great day. Let me know what you're cooking. If you want a recipe for anything that I talked about, whether it's a salmon patty or a tuna melt or a tuna patty or Alfredo that's keto, you can do all these super simple. And that's, again, when you talk about cooking, make it super simple. So Heather's got a big shout out to Sherry, her BFF and accountability partner, which is great. If you want information about our farm to table, freshly delivered meals to your doorstep, not 2.5 hours at the store, not unloading everything, throwing away. I just saw Dr. Ralph just put all the trash, the recycling away from the store, from the wrappers to the boxes. Don't have to worry about that when you have ready-made meals. So we're excited to do half of that. We've been doing the meals for about 3 weeks now, doing half cooked meals, half of the ready-made meals. But it is nice to have that little gift when you get home and think, I'm too tired to cook, I'm too busy to cook, we work super late on this night, or it's nice to just have that break. Or when you're intermittent fasting, it really helps you keep on the intermittent fasting where you can just not snack and nibble as you're cooking, and you can hit that target time that you're going for. You can really hone in on your body. Am I eating because it smells good because I'm cooking, or am I truly eating because I'm hungry? When you have those ready-made meals, you're getting a really good idea of what a portion size serving is. You're getting more bioavailable protein because it is hormone free and nitrate free, and then you can really identify, this is a good time for me to eat. I'm not just snacking because it smells good. I can tell you myself, like there's so many times when, like over the holidays, like I'm not gonna have a cookie, I'm not gonna have a popcorn, but oh wow, that smells really good. It looks really good, because our brain remembers what grandma's apple pie smelled like and what it tasted like. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're like, oh, I just gotta have a little bite. And one little bite turns into 2 bites, turns into like a whole pie, right? Have you ever had that happen? Yeah, I haven't never eaten a whole pie, but I've come close, and I know that I could if I wanted to. So wait, Dr. Ralph is saying what?
I have.
Oh, he's had a whole pie. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. And yes, go Chiefs. Again, let me know if you have questions, drop them down below. And I will probably be seeing you guys on Monday, but I'll still be posting stories on what's cooking. If you miss the waffle recipes, I had several people ask from last week. They are posted down below in the thread of Pam and I doing our live. They're in blue, so you can look for the waffle recipes down there. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.